Idaho, the land that wrestling forgot. Until souls across the Gem State decided to make history. We all take risks. We all feel pain. We all have succeeded and failed. But not tonight. Tonight, our stories will be told. Tonight, our voices will be heard. Tonight, your eyes will see the unbelievable. For the first time in Idaho history, we bring you local professional wrestling. So gather the family, take a seat, and leave the action to us. We are Wrestle Club. What you are about to see is real. Each wrestler has years of training. Our bodies are not indestructible. We bend, we break, we bleed. So please, do not try this at home, school, or anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boise, Idaho, are you ready? Oh, come on, there's more of you here than that. Come on, these wrestlers need to hear you that they're ready for the show. Come on, Boise, Idaho, are you ready? Excellent. Welcome to this wonderful event for Idaho Wrestle Club. We are Idaho's one and only pro wrestling league, and we're happy to have you out here. But I must caution, please do not repeat any of the moves that you see done here today. These are done by professionals with years of training, and we want you healthy enough to come back to another show. All right. My name is Patrick Holloway. I am the CEO, and I'm happy and glad that you're all around here today, especially on this wonderful event to honor our veterans. Now, with that started, we're gonna get going with the show. Coming to the ring, weighing in at 180 pounds, 200 pounds, from Boise, Idaho, the Lost Soul, Garibai!
Welcome everybody to episode 15. I am G, alongside with me.
Hello once again everybody, this is Wes with Idaho Wrestle Club. As you see coming to our ring is our current Wrestle Club heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garibai.
Yeah, and today is June 16 of 2008 when we are here at the Boise VA Medical Center for Military Appreciation Fair.
That's right, yes, military appreciation, and what better way to celebrate the military than to have a bunch of wrestling. You see it on TV, you hear about it. Wrestle Club is no other. We honor the tradition of our men and women who have served.
You know, it's pretty rare that the heavyweight champion starts out this episode, but nonetheless, let's see why he's even out here in the first place.
I bet you he's got a few words to say. We see the new referee that's in the ring there wearing his khakis. Good call, it was a hot day today for this one.
Yep, brand new referee, what's his name? Is it JW?
I think it is JW, yes. Checking my card, yeah, it is confirmed. JW and Lost Soul Garibai in the ring. Patrick Holloway waiting behind him. As you can see, the crowd loves the Lost Soul Garibai.
Yeah, earlier today, I think we had an Apache chopper made a landing too, right?
Unreal. It actually happened 20 minutes before this event started. Oh.
I just wanted to say thank you, Patrick, for bringing us out here. Another day for the veteran and military appreciation. Everybody that served, I just want to say thank you. We actually have some guys in the locker room that have served and a few that are actually active. So this event means the world to them, and it means the world to perform each and every one of you. Speaking of appreciation, there is someone in the back that I appreciate. That's a very good friend of mine, and I want to issue a heavyweight championship match right now. If you can grab me that, Patrick Holloway. Thank you, sir. Therefore, let me introduce to you one of my best friends, James Grimm.
And there you have it. Making his way to the ring is going to be the Tree City Giant, James Grimm.
That's right, Tree City Giant, there he is, folks. Larger than life with rocking those pink sunglasses. James Grimm, a fan favorite, alongside Laszlo Garabai. This is going to be quite a matchup between the two. David versus Goliath, as always, whenever Grimm is involved.
Yep, and this match is for the heavyweight championship, so James Grimm actually got a shot. He could be leaving the new Wrestle Club heavyweight champion.
What an upset that would be, but Wrestle Club has always been full of surprises. This would just be one more to add to that list.
And as you heard the champion, this is going to be a friendly matchup. He said the Military Appreciation Day and that he appreciates his friends in the locker room, and one of those men being James Grimm.
Yes, Garabai is actually the one to help bring James Grimm into the mold, even though it's a long time ago, Grimm was actually recruited by Marcus Anderson. King Marcus Anderson turned his back on our King during the very first heavyweight championship match, if you recall. Quite a moment in the making there. Garabai getting in Grimm's head, telling him that he deserved better, and sure enough, here he is today, one-on-one match with our champion.
Yep, James Grimm has been a brand new man ever since that Century Link turn as he switched on the King, Marcus Anderson.
Marcus still hasn't forgiven him for that, and you know what? I can't blame our King and our Lord. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the match, friendly handshake out of friendship.
And this one, I want to say, probably should be back and forth. Obviously, James Grimm has the weight advantage, and we are going to see that right there.
Yep, there it is. Laszlo and Grimm tying up. Grimm obviously just kind of working Laszlo there, getting him in an arm wringer.
Champ with the front row, followed with the back row, and that's going to be a reversal to another arm wringer.
That's one thing about Laszlo, you cannot be under... Ooh, ouch.
And that's the big Tree City Giant right there.
As I was about to say, you can't underestimate Laszlo, but you definitely can't underestimate the Tree City Giant.
Yeah, a giant like that, all you need is one shot. It's going to take you down to the mat.
Those arms are basically trunks. He dual wields trunks for his arms, folks.
And there's a pair of elbows to the jaw, face plant, and we see a side headlock applied here.
Quick to get to that position as well. Lost Soul is a veteran in these holds. Grimm quickly pushing him off though.
Ooh, James Grimm, the bigger man.
Ooh, followed by a big line as well. Grimm going for what looks like a body slam, holding him easily.
And there you see the strength of James Grimm, just picking him up with one arm basically.
David versus Goliath is the correct term for this match. Laszlo Garabai got his hands full here. James Grimm, on the other hand, though, definitely got the size and the weight advantage.
You know, if I'm the champion, I'm going to have to use my speed against James Grimm. It's just James Grimm is too powerful. You can't go in the power numbers at all. And here's the speed right now.
Grimm let his guard down. Laszlo followed the jumping clothesline, then a back elbow, going for a one-legged drop kick. We have seen that. That is a patented Lost Soul move.
And he got the height on that, and James Grimm is looking like he's beside himself.
I would be too. I just kind of got caught off guard by a man who's half my size. But, as we've seen before, Grimm cannot be underestimated. But Lost Soul...
Is James Grimm taking a timeout, sitting on a chair?
This is a heavyweight match, Grimm. You really can't do that. You want to not give Lost Soul any chance to breathe.
Oh, and he's going to pay for it with the euros.
That's right. Here comes some euros to the face of Grimm, to the neck.
Looks like, is he tied on that top rope?
He kind of is there. Lost Soul, we've seen this numerous times. That elbow to the back of the head.
And James Grimm face down to the mat.
Lost Soul slithering his way over for a pin.
One, two, and that's our first pinfall attempt, I believe.
That is Lost Soul quickly capitalizing on his momentum. Grimm still getting the shoulder up though.
What is he going to attempt here?
No way. Lost Soul.
James Grimm is just probably not a smart move on the champion's part.
Oh, and a front power slam by James Grimm. Lost Soul paying for his ignorance on that. Lost Soul, our champ, has a lot of heart, no doubt about it, but you just cannot pick up a semi-truck like Grimm.
Yeah, that's an 18-wheeler for sure.
Grimm slamming Lost Soul, going for those massive meat hooks across the chest of Lost Soul.
He is laying those in there. Nicely done by James Grimm.
Yep, capitalizing on this.
Saying him up.
And we have a body splash. Oh,
one-handed snapmare.
Oh, yeah. Grimm on top. Oh, Lost Soul quickly moving out of the way of that body splash, though.
You're going to have to, otherwise that would have been game over. That would have been a title change right there.
Easily. That was a lot going into that.
High risk.
Catching with a crossbody there. Lost Soul got the upper hand. Another pinfall.
Oh, and a slow count by the referee, but that's going to be a 2 count regardless.
Yep. Lost Soul checking with the ref. Yeah, he's kind of realizing now. He may have made a mistake challenging James Graham, but our champion is no fool. If he thinks he can do it, he'll do it.
I think he's going for that flat line. Has him hooked.
Graham quickly getting out of it though, going for his own. Looks like that patented choke slam of his. We've seen him win matches with this. Whoa! Beautiful counter by Lost Soul Garibai though. Getting behind him, getting with that sling blade bulldog.
And he might be setting him up for that serpent splash here. He's been using that for the past few episodes.
Graham is in the drop zone and we might see it. And Lost Soul taking flight. Oh, that's gotta be it, folks.
1, 2, 3.
Our champion, Lost Soul Garibai. But I'm not gonna lie, James Graham showed a lot of heart today. And that is something you cannot take away from that man.
Your winner, the Lost Soul, Garibai!
And a very good opening matchup to open episode 15.
Lost Soul thanking our new referee JW, and why shouldn't he? We finally have a referee that actually knows what he's doing. I didn't see one slip up from that man.
And there you go, appreciation. Still friends after all this matchup here.
That's right. James Graham and Lost Soul Garibai. That is friendship right there on its own. Graham stepping out. Lost Soul stepping out as well from the looks like.
We have 1 minute for a special fan who has something he wants to present.
What do we have here?
Jeff Mania, come out here.
It looks like we have a fan who is personally thanking Lost Soul Garibai.
Looks like he has a note there. I think you should give him a mic. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, what's up, Wrestle Club? This is former my champ Garibai. Why I like Wrestle Club, I'm following my dreams to be a pro wrestler, and I follow Garibai's footsteps. And Garibai, you're my hero!
You know, Jeff and Mania, we all have heroes. You've been my biggest hero ever since Wrestle Club got started.
How's that, Boise, Idaho? Are you ready for another one? All right, let's get this started. Coming to the ring, weighing in at 180 pounds from Boise, Idaho, Cedric Lionheart!
And just like that, we're going to get this show started just again. And here is our second matchup.
That's right. Oh, before I forget, Omar, you owe me $50 now. Just so you know, 50.
And here comes out Cedric the Lionheart.
Lionheart is accurate. We have seen this man have a meteoric rise ever since the separation of him and his former tag team partner, the Golden Boy Perseus.
But you know, on the other hand, I gotta say the Golden Boy has been rising too. I mean, he is the #1 contender right now for that heavyweight championship.
You make a valid point there, G. Absolutely. Cedric Lionheart could not seal the deal, but Perseus could. But we have to make note, it was with the intervention of Project Mayhem. Adriel Noctis, once again, picking a fight with Cedric at that point in time.
And his opponent, representing Project Mayhem, he is one half of the current tag team champions, weighing in at 185 pounds, Adriel Noctis!
And Cedric Lionheart's opponent has been officially announced. Coming to the ring, and you hear the music playing right now, as well as some random bystander walking past the entrance. Patrick has got to do a better job getting security to control those people.
And here comes the current tag team champion, Adriel Noctis. And I gotta tell you, his personality has changed ever since last year's Idaho Potato Drop when Damian Black did that curse on him, where you saw him speeding up that black vomit, and ever since then he has been a changed person.
Absolutely. Project Mayhem purposely went after Black. they made it their goal to take the apprentice of the Lost Soul Garibai and turn them against everything that he was taught. Noctis has climbed his own as a result. He is now half a tag team champion, former Potato Bowl champion. He dropped that title to Damian Black recently, but it wasn't without the help of Brad Zane. You have to make note of that. There was that voodoo doll. There is a curse that is on this young man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, G.
Yep, and they have that Freebird rule, so technically Brad Zane, Adriel Noctis, and Damian Black are the tag team champions. And I gotta tell you, Adriel Noctis, ever since he's been hanging around Project Mayhem, he just has been a changed man. I mean, his grades are going lower. I pray to the God deep down below that he's not smoking cigarettes. And here we go. Lionheart, Adriel Noctis. I believe this is match 2.
Yep, match 2, and we are on the way. It is important to note these two men have some bad blood going into it. You saw last event that where Noctis interfered with Cedric Lionheart's match against Perseus, costing him that #1 contendership. And right now we have a arm wringer from Noctis transitioning from what it looked like was an armbar at first.
Yeah, and Cedric Lionheart actually gained a pinfall over Adriel Noctis in the last episode at Relay for Life in Caldwell.
That's very true. These men are right now in quite a feud with each other. Noctis being shoved into the corner by Cedric Lionheart.
That's going to be a clean break by Lionheart.
Despite the bad blood, Lionheart still has a lot of Lion's pride in him. He won't strike a man when he's not expecting it.
Here we go, another tie-up. Lionheart with that side headlock applied.
That's right, he's got it locked in there tight. Noctis looking like he's starting to get the upper hand here, though. He's starting to pull out of it, using his own strength, and that is an accurate display of measure right there. That strength from Noctis, transitioning from a headlock once again to an arm wringer. Oh, and the dirty kick to the kidney.
Oh, speaking of dirty, look at that slap in back of the head, and that's gonna tick off. It's gonna tick off Cedric.
Yeah, you don't make a lion mad. That's kind of it's kind of a well-known knowledge fact. You never piss off a lion.
I think Adriel Noctis has just learned that. He has him to the corner here.
And a quick arm drag out of the corner.
Oh, and a keeper too.
Yeah, he held on to it, transitioning to what looks like a submission hold, kind of an arm bar, I mean.
And this is going to be the wear and tear on that left arm, isolating Cedric.
Transitioning to another headlock, and Cedric's kind of got him in a good position though. If he was quick with, oh, there we go.
Oh no, Adriel Noctis just one up on Cedric, keeping that side headlock. He's going to go for a snapmare here. And going right back to that headlock.
Wearing the lion down. Smart move by Adriel Noctis. Maybe his grades have dropped. Maybe his education hasn't been as well. But where he's lacking in scholarship, he's learning in street smarts. And I will give that boy credit for that.
I gotta admit, he is smart inside that ring. That IQ is high. Cedric with that push off. Oof, big shoulder tackle by Noctis. And these guys have been feuding ever since Resolution, actually.
That's true. Oh! Noctis catching him in the middle.
Drop.
Oh, that was a beautiful transition from Noctis catching Cedric Lionheart from a leapfrog into a Samoa drop, as G has called it out. Wisely scouting out, like you said, G. IQ in the ring skyrockets for Noctis, despite the fact that he hits it in the books.
Yep, and he's no longer a rookie. 2008 is his first year as a non-rookie, and he's looking like a veteran here.
He's also feeding some vicious right hooks. The referee needs it. There he goes.
Finally. And that's not going to stop Noctis. Oh, straight right from Cedric, and there's another one.
Cedric returning him, but Noctis just not going to let up on him. That's that mean streak we were talking about, though. Ever since he's gotten in part of Project Mayhem, he has picked that up.
Ooh, big boot to the jaw.
Quick sunset flip over. Nicely done by Cedric Lionheart.
And that's going to be a 2 count.
Cedric taking advantage, going for that diving forearm. You saw that there. It was just like a lion pouncing on a deer.
And that's going to be a 2 count. You see the viciousness of the Lionheart, Cedric, and he's feeling it.
Cedric picking up Noctis, feeding him another shot to the jaw, whipping him to the ropes. Ooh.
Adrian Noctis catching that clothesline and reversing it to a snapmare, kick in the back, and that's going to be a spinal tap for sure.
Oh, he must be a big fan of that band, that Spinal Tap.
Oh, and there's a deadlift, belly to back suplex, and there's the strength of Noctis.
Yeah, you see it right there. That's where the difference between Cedric Lionheart and Noctis is. Noctis could deadlift you out of any position. As you saw, picked Cedric up and dumped him on his neck.
And ever since Noctis has debuted, he has been gaining at least 25 pounds. I mean, he's packing up some muscle, as you can see.
When he first started, he was nothing more than a chimichanga. Now he's a full-blown burrito.
Hopefully he doesn't give you gas, right? Adrian Noctis with those kicks to the chest, though.
Noctis going for that shot. Cedric quickly ducking, seeing that kick coming. Quick schoolboy.
Almost caught him off guard and by surprise.
There's those line strikes followed by the Pele kick from Cedric Lionheart.
That could be a TKO. Oh, veteran move there, grabbing the ropes. He couldn't kick out, but he grabbed the ropes, and that's gonna stop that pinfall.
Honestly, that's a smarter move when you get down to it. Why exert the extra energy when you could just grab a rope instead of having to use your muscles to kick a man off of you?
And Adrian Noctis is looking like he don't know where he's at. Right now, he's in that corner turnbuckle, though.
Oof.
I think that chop might wake him up.
That's one thing about those chops. They're a good way to get him in. Oh, and that diving line into the corner. Going for his patented drop kick.
Oh, and that's money in the kisser.
He gets all of that. Noctis' bell has got to be ringing.
What does the Lionheart have in store? Looks like he's going for the top rope here.
Yeah, but
could be all or nothing, but he just took a little bit of time and got an enziguri kick to the side of the head.
Noctis looking like he's setting him up. We've seen this before. Noctis will drop the knee on the back of a man's head. Drop the feet on the back of a man's head, I'm saying. Lionheart quickly scouted it, though. Got out of the way.
And it could have been over there. We have not seen anybody kick out of that leg drop.
Ooh, Falcon Arrow beautifully executed by Lionheart. Taking his time to get the pin, though. That could cost him right there.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to recover, as the Lionheart has been taking a beating as well. And I would say it's an even as of right now.
You would have to make note of the fact, too, the temperature plays a heavy effect into this. Both men wrestling in the hot sun. Both men sucking in nothing but hot air. Nice kick right to the corner, like to the arm of Noctis. He's in the drop zone from Cedric Lionheart, though.
He's way on top.
Cedric losing his balance in that rope. Oh! And that swanton by Cedric. Sacrificing his own body. It's a high-risk maneuver, but it does pay off if you connect.
Oh, 2 count there. Somehow, someway, Adrian Noctis kicks out.
He is, and he saw it right there, too. He was just staring at Cedric, surprised that Cedric got the upper hand on him like that.
I think that's all Adrian Noctis has, though.
I think it's so, too. Cedric's feeling it.
His tank has to be on empty.
Could we be seeing Cedric's Codebreaker? We've seen him put away numerous people with that.
Oh, no, I think he's going for that Lion Tamer.
Yes, he's...
That's it.
He's got it locked in. We could be a submission right here.
Adrian Noctis is going to have to reach for that rope.
Yep. Noctis pulling towards the rope. Again, important to note, G. Hot air like this, you're sucking that in. That's going to limit your ability to breathe in a submission hold in this type of temperature.
And that black canvas is not going to help with that situation at all.
No, and neither is it going to help Cedric dodge the kicks from the black heart of Noctis.
Great combination there. And it looks like Adrian Noctis is in the zone now.
That's right.
Point him towards the center. 1, 2.
This has been a really good back and forth match, G. I've got to point that out to you. Noctis getting the upper hand on Cedric. A lot of blows and strikes being exchanged. A lot of maneuvers. We've seen this before. Ooh, the exploder suplex from Noctis onto Cedric.
You gotta love that suplex, and that's gonna lead him to a 2 count, though.
That's raw strength when you get right down to it. But again, we've already mentioned that. Noctis has incredible strength for a man his size.
You know, even Cedric has put on at least 10 pounds, too, of solid muscle.
That's absolutely right. Ever since they've separated from Pride of Olympus, Cedric himself has put on nothing but lean muscle mass.
Speaking of muscle,
here we
muscle
go.
Might be flying out of the side of the ring, and never mind.
I think Cedric took a little too long. Ended up getting a boot to the kisser for that one.
1, 2.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm a little caught off guard by that, too. A kick to the face like that should have honestly ended the match.
Yeah, straight to the temple, too.
Yeah, that was not a gentle kick, especially from not
Disaster kick. Oh,
ducking it, followed by a
super kick to the chin. Oh, is he going for that power bomb?
No, can't get him up.
Quick reversal by Noctis.
Noctis stumbling though too. Both men obviously tanking on this one. Their gas has got to be on E.
Yeah, and it's easily 100 degrees out here. This is not easy to wrestle in at all.
No, not at all. Credit to both men for what they're doing. Could we be seeing the Lion Saber again? He's got it locked in.
And he is dead center of that ring. This could be a tap out.
Noctis once again going for the rope.
He's getting close. He might be tapping out as well, though.
Nope, he got the rope. Cedric got to let it go. Noctis using the strength, kicking Cedric out of the ring there.
Oh, straight kick to the jaw, and that's like a knockout.
Oh, here we go. He's in the drop zone. Could be seeing that leg drop the back of the head. And it connected. Oh.
And this one is going to have to be over.
No one kicks out of that.
1, 2, 3.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Project Mayhem's Adriel Noctis. What a well-fought match between these two men. Have to give it to Noctis, though. Got the upper hand in the end.
Noctis!
And this rivalry is now 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-1. You know what, though? They're far from done. Noctis still taunting the crowd. I imagine we're going to see one more match between these two.
I believe it's called the rubber match.
What's the rubber match refer to, G?
Usually it's a special match to declare the winner.
Well, if we see that, then I'm curious what it could be. It could be anything. But at this point in time, yeah, Cedric Lionheart, you see his bell was rung pretty well from that kick to the back of the head. The leg dropping on that does nothing good for anyone. Cedric finally up on his feet, though, recovering.
Amazing effort by the Lionheart. Nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever.
Nothing whatsoever.
Our next match, coming to the ring, weighing in at 240 pounds from Nampa, Idaho. He's the hardest head in the business, the real deal, Bryce Bennett!
And just like that, we got our next matchup, and here comes out the real deal, the man with the head of steel, Bryce Bennett.
You know, that sounds better than the hardest head in the business, and you see the fans running up to him. I like that. The real deal, the man with the head of steel. Gee, you need to tell him to coin that phrase and run with it.
And he's coming out here with the blue and orange representing Boise, that BSU colors.
That's right, and as you probably just saw a quick glimpse of Laszlo Garibai, that is a champion's man helping out with the ring maintenance from here and there.
Ring crew, camera crew, whatever you gotta do.
Whatever makes Wrestle Club work, it's because of the heart of these men. The men and women of Wrestle Club get in here and help out.
Good shot of Bryce Bennett there.
His opponent, weighing in. And his opponent, weighing in at 300 pounds, from Blackfoot, Idaho, the Sun God, Tonatu!
And you just heard his opponent, the hardest head in the business, the man head of steel, will face the Sun God, Tonatu.
And this guy has to be the monster of Wrestle Club. This guy is the biggest guy, weighs the most, and just intimidating from head to toe.
Yes, absolutely. And we've seen him when he first came into Resolution. He got a triple threat title shot with Laszlo Garibai and King Marcus Anderson. This man is all about business. He doesn't have his mouthpiece today, but that's all right. He doesn't need it. He himself is intimidating enough on his own.
Yeah, we are midway of the year. We are in June. It's easy to say that he is the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
I was about to say, you're about to forget a number in there, my friend. But yes, 2018 Rookie of the Year, Tonatu. He first started off, and he has just had a steady climb. Look at that man, though. He is imposing.
You know, despite his tactics, I gotta say he does have the heart in order to be in this business, as he does travel 5 hours just to train and 5 hours just to be out here, actually, too.
Yeah, that's right. He comes from the lower regions of Idaho itself, from Blackfoot. That itself to Boise, if anybody knows the difference, the distance is easily a 5-hour drive. And that's just the Boise. Let's not forget the other areas Wrestle Club goes to. He has to go further than any man in this business, and he does it because he wants to make a statement, G.
He has the dedication for it, and you got to respect that no matter what.
Absolutely. Right now, it looks like Bryce Bennett is disrespecting the Sun God, though.
Big size difference, too.
Bryce wisely taunting him, though, getting the upper hand with those shots of his.
A veteran move. He had him scouted.
Chopping him across the chest, telling the crowd to silence. Shh.
Oh, and there you hear it.
Oh, ow. I felt it.
Oh, he spit on his hand. This one's going to really hurt.
Oh, he had some mustard for that hot dog slice.
And he's coming up.
Oh, going for a charge. Tonatu saw it, quickly giving him a back elbow and then feeding him some colossal forearms as well as chops.
And he's whipping off Bryce Bennett.
Oh,
I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, Bryce. I don't know if you saw earlier, but it didn't work with Lost Soul Garibai. Oh, and he got him with what looks like a scoop power slam.
For a 1 count. Oh my gosh, I don't know how he managed to get all that strength, but nonetheless, he got Tonatu off his feet.
And there was a vicious head dive from the real deal head of steel, Bryce Bennett.
And this match has turned a 180 for sure. I take that back. Tonatu is looking for a timeout. He needed that eye rake badly.
Except he's not going to give that timeout. Instead,
gosh.
Owie.
A referee checking on Bryce Bennett. I would too.
I would too if I just got dumped on my head like that. And a big splash from Tonatu.
This one could be over. 1, 2.
Not quite enough. Although Tonatu wisely actually using his weight to pin the shoulders down. I think he actually pulled too much of Bryce's legs up, though, giving him that ability to kick out.
Yeah, he's arguing with the referee. He can't believe it either.
I wouldn't be, I'd be beside myself.
You don't want to hit the hardest head in the business.
Oh, not at all. And he's just taunting him to do it again. Tonatu kind of finding out why you don't strike. Oh, and he's taking a headbutt to the guy. Finding out why you don't strike the hardest head in the business.
Bryce Bennett, it looks like he's on that second rope.
We've seen this before. He's going for that. Looked like he gave him kind of a combination of a double X handle with a headbutt.
And this one could be done. 2 count.
Bryce did not have his shoulder down.
Tonatu barely kicking out there. And Tonatu is getting up slowly.
Well, he's probably dazed after taking a headbutt from the real deal. Bryce Bennett going, well, it looked like a submission, but Tonatu quickly getting out of it by raking his eye.
Oh! Side slam release, and he just dropped Bryce Bennett. Dead center of the ring. And
He's feeling it, though. He's feeling that headbutt.
I think the heat is affecting Tonatu plus that headbutt.
Now you would think a man who is the sun god would not be affected by the heat, but that just goes to tell you how hot it gets in Idaho. Not even the sun can beat it.
It looks like Tonatu was going for that double choke slam.
It was, but Bryce,
powerbomb, but
yeah, Bryce quickly sidestepped it. You see, both men are tanking already from this heat.
And here comes an Irish whip, followed by that clothesline straight to the face or nose of Bryce Bennett.
Tonatu wisely picking him apart.
Surprised he doesn't have broke his nose.
I'm very surprised by that myself. Going for it again. Tonatu didn't look like he was able to recover. Bryce Bennett quickly seeing that, using his mammoth arms to strike the leg.
Oh, straight headbutt.
Oh, ow.
That's going to crack the skull of Tonatu.
Bryce is feeling it too. He's starting to think that the hardest head in the business may actually be competitive against the sun god himself.
And the sun god is down.
Bryce, looking like he's on the second rope, might be going for a diving headbutt. We have seen this before from this man.
If he hits this, there ain't no way the sun god's going to be rising.
And he connected right across the kisser of Tonatu.
Might have broken some teeth. 1, 2.
3. That is it. The hardest head in the business, the real deal, head of steel, Bryce Bennett has defeated the Sun God, Tonatu.
Your winner, the real deal, Bryce Bennett!
I have never seen Tonatu getting beaten so quickly. It looks like Bryce Bennett had his number today.
This next match is going to be a triple threat. The rules are whoever gets a pinfall, it's every man for himself. Doesn't matter how, whoever gets a pinfall wins. There's no countouts, there's no disqualifications. Whoever pins first wins. Coming to the ring, weighing in, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is half of the Spud Brothers Coalition, Big John Henry!
And here comes out Big John Henry, one half of the Spud Brothers Coalition, and there's his brother right there, Bronco Bill Lee, saying, "Hey, buy a t-shirt."
You know what? Look how happy these two are. I know I have dogged on these two men in the past, but I will give them one thing. They're consistent in their stupidity.
Hey, they're entertaining too.
Well, I guess you got me on that one. But you know what? To be fair, though, these two men come out. They've got a lot of heart. Both men, also rookies in Wrestle Club. This is their first year that they've been here.
And there you see the t-shirts. Go out and buy some merchandise. Support your local wrestlers.
John Henry just gave up his hat, too. Look at that. He threw it to a fan. Hopefully he remembers to get that back.
Weighing in at 180 pounds from the Idaho Department of Corrections, Rusty the Outlaw Livings!
And here comes out the second wrestler in this matchup, known as the Outlaw, Rusty Livings.
Rusty Livings has been making quite the name for himself, changing his mask periodically. We last saw him against, I believe he went against Tonatu last time around, but before that it was King Marcus Anderson. He separated ties with Royal Inc., and now Rusty Livings rides solo.
Yep, he has been a changed man, and it has been a great year for the Outlaw.
It really has been. I am actually nothing less than impressed, but it is important to note that this match is also going to have a third man, and we both know there is bad blood between Outlaw and that man.
The Outlaw's ready to go. He might be attacking. Oh no, he's going to go for that corner.
Just popping up, telling the Spud Brothers to move aside. That goes to show you right there, Outlaw isn't the dirty fighter he used to be.
And coming last to the ring, weighing in at 235 pounds, the leader of Project Mayhem, Brad Zane!
And here comes out the current tag team champion as well. And this is going to be Brad Zane from Project Mayhem.
Yeah, he is the leader of Project Mayhem, not being accompanied by Damian Black or by Adriel Noctis, but that's alright. The Puppet Master is quite good on his own. This man has notoriously turned matches into his favor just by being the way he is.
Looks like he's sporting a brand new haircut too and slimming down too.
Oh, look at that. But a lot of things that happens when a man decides to change up his hairdo. You see him, he's circling the ring. Obviously, both men in that ring have got some bad business with Brad Zane. I'm sorry, they have bad blood with Brad Zane. John Henry recently, earlier this year, kind of getting the, what would be the proper term of that? The short end of the stick against Brad Zane?
I would say so.
Yep. And then you see Outlaw Rusty Livings, Brad Zane's very first nemesis to the Wrestle Club.
But this match is a triple threat, so you got to worry about everybody that's inside the ring, and the first person to get a pinfall or submission is going to be declared the winner.
I will say this, Patrick Holloway is a man of fairness, and making this a triple threat was the best thing he could have done for Brad Zane.
Yeah, I think Big John Henry has a couple surprises.
He's got t-shirts himself.
Hey, look at that. Spud Brothers Coalition t-shirts. Pretty sure Brad Zane wants to put that on.
Well, he's kind of white, he needs it.
And there's the Outlaw gets a t-shirt. What about the referee?
The referee got him love. Zane looking at that and see it. Oh
my! What is Brad Zane doing?
Capitalizing on the situation.
Big John Henry was trying to give him a free t-shirt.
Zane, on the other hand, though, saying no to that, and then Outlaw holding Zane in the play. Oh God, triple tap.
Well, Big John Henry nonetheless with the big hip toss on the Outlaw.
Yeah, after he gave Zane a line outside the ring, they're actually too fast right off the bat. Is he going for that big swing already?
The Big John swing, and people better start counting.
They are counting. Zane staying on the outside. John dropping him.
I think he stopped him because he noticed that his bandana came off.
Oh.
Brad Zane from behind.
Again, that is the skills of the puppet master. He knows the situation. He just waited for Henry to do some work on Outlaw there, but he's deciding to follow Henry to get the payment on that clothesline.
I think Big John should be trying to get a payment. If you try to give him a t-shirt and Brad Zane didn't have none of it.
Yeah, you see that, and both men exchanging blows on the outside. Their shots are stiff.
God, left, right.
What is Bronco?
I think he's trying to, Bronco Billy is trying to end this fight up, and watch out for the Outlaw.
Oh, Bronco caught in the middle of that. Zane threw Bronco into it. Outlaw not caring. All three men are down, but I think Bronco got the worst of that.
You know, I know it's not Thanksgiving, but the Outlaw just stuffed everybody right now.
That is absolutely right. Feeding Zane those forearms.
Poor Bronco Billy.
Both men. It looks like they're teaming up to go against Zane.
I don't blame them. And there's a whip right off that rope.
Oh, ow. That is solid steel. They're going to do it again.
And there's another piece of steel straight to the kisser of Brad Zane.
And you see him, he ate it. But both men do-si-doing each other. Bronco a little shocked. Outlaw, on the other hand, though, taking advantage of the fact that, again, this is a triple threat. Everybody
He wants to win.
That's right.
Big clothesline.
Oh, Outlaw smartly taking advantage of that, doing an arm drag on Big John Henry.
Outlaw feeling it. Oh, side kick straight to the head.
And it looks like he's going to go for that patented high leg in the corner.
It's going to be followed up by a bulldog.
And there's Zane. Oh! Now,
big splash.
I'm not a big fan of sandwiches, but I also know when a piece of meat gets caught between two slices of a sub-sized bread.
And as you saw, the Northern Lights release on the Outlaw.
That is patented Brad Zane, and you saw it. He just chucked Outlaw.
You just can't turn your back on Brad Zane, and he's going to go for, looks like the slingshot. Oh, and there's another sandwich.
Zane giving Outlaw that belly-to-back release that we have seen numerous times. Zane in control. Puppet Master, as always, controlling the way the show goes.
That's going to be a 2 count.
That was a bit of a cocky pin, though. Had he actually put all his weight on him, he would have had it with that beating he gave him.
He just had him pinned on the side. Looks like he was going to tan for a minute there.
As wide as he is, uh-oh. Oh!
There's a face twister right on the Outlaw.
Zane just telling the crowd to shut up. Outlaw trying to put Zane off, getting kicked in the ribs for it.
I think Big John Henry is recovering in the back. Nonetheless, Brad Zane with some slugs and some chops. Oh, Big John Henry. Like 2 boots to the face.
Followed by a blockbuster. Wow.
This one's over. 1, 2.
John realizing the match was almost over. How do you let Outlaw take that pin? That would have been the end of it. But John realizing it's stopping Outlaw. Well done by John. Both men looking like they might be having a truce here, though.
Hey, I don't blame them. It's all about the numbers games.
It is, and what better number game than to have against the leader of Project Mayhem? Going for what we've seen, looks like this might be, a heart attack. We've seen Project Mayhem use that in the past. Looks like it's a little bit of payback. Uh-oh.
Oh, this one's gonna hurt.
Oh, wishbone Zane.
Oh my gosh. I hope he doesn't want any more kids, because that's gonna affect him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna affect the boys.
Yep, and then friendly handshake here by Outlaw. Once again, taking advantage, going for that Songo, converting into a backbreaker.
1, 2, and that's a 2 count there.
You see it there, folks. That was wise by Outlaw. Again, it's a triple threat. Your head has to be on a swivel at all times. John Henry, still new to the business, not knowing this fact.
What does the Outlaw have in store? It's like that Texas cloverleaf.
Yeah, he's going for it. Trying to, but John's kind of a big man, so it doesn't surprise me that Outlaw's using You see, whoa, it looked like Zayn just kind of went in front of the camera and might be scouting this one.
Zayn right back into the ring. Ooh, big boot to the side of the face of the Outlaw.
Zayn unhappy about what happened there.
I would be too.
Yeah.
You don't mess with the lower half.
No, never.
And Outlaw is paying for it right now.
He is. Zayn looking like he's going to go for a sidewalk slam of his.
What is Big John Henry doing?
All right. You see it right there. Like, even Zayn just kind of like accepted it. The fact that John Henry came up and helped him out. Zayn feeding John a shot, though. A couple of them, actually.
It looks like it might be that fall away release, and he almost went outside the ring.
And you heard John. He told him to put him down, and Zayn just granted his request. Outlaw quickly stopping the pin count, though.
Outlaw with the save. Triple threat rules here.
We've seen this before. That DDT, that was the move that actually injured Zayn when he first started, if you remember correctly.
Big John Henry recovering, but not for long.
Looks like we've seen this one too, the Michinoku style driver. Didn't quite have John up. Maybe John's a little bigger than we thought.
Quick 2 count there.
That was actually smart on Outlaw though. He took out Zayn, then he took out John. Zayn getting back up to his feet.
Oh, you see 3-man staggering.
Zayn ducking the line, going from the belly to back. Outlaw jumping in on this one.
Here goes the belly to back suplex, but no, it's countered.
Look at that jungle cat-like reflexes.
Big John Henry setting up.
Oh, and we have a triple down, double death drop. It's a giant bowl of chocolate ice cream deliciousness.
Looks like we got 3 dead guys inside the ring.
It looks like Zayn may have actually landed kind of hard on his arm. He's right now supporting his arm there.
Bronco Bill Lee being supported of Big John Henry saying pin somebody, gets the win. 1, 2. Oh, both men kick out. You saw the ref counting with both hands too.
Giving it credit to the rookie. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They've got a lot of heart and they still surprise me when they do things like that. Zayn going for that cutter.
Oh, Zayn's out of the equation now.
Yeah, he is out. Looks like Broncos or Big John going for that, whatever the move he was going there.
He was going for his finisher, but Outlaw counters to that top
That's it.
Bulldog, and this one's over.
Zayn back in. Uh-oh.
I think Outlaw sees him. Turn around.
Shotgun style drop kick by Zayn. Outlaw caught up in the ropes. Zayn stealing it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
And unfortunately, the Outlaw has to watch this, and he's still tied up. Brad Zayn is the winner of this triple threat matchup.
What a steal from Zayn, and he is taunting Outlaw.
Outlaw can't do nothing about it. His arms are tied up on those ropes.
That goes to show you the skills of the puppet master, though. He allowed Outlaw to do the work. Rewarded him with a drop kick into the ropes, tying him up. I don't think he was expecting that to happen, but you know what? That just goes to show you the veteran skills.
At 235 pounds, the American Machine, Mr. Hickman!
And here is your main event for episode 15, June 16 of 2018, here at the Military Appreciation Fair at the Boise VA Medical Center. And here comes out the American Machine, Mr. Hickman.
And we all know Mr. Hickman, this is a fitting place for him. The man currently serves in the military at this point in time, and he is out here representing the red, white, and blue, honoring his soldiers, his friends, his brothers, his sisters. And what better way to do it than to try to take home some gold for Wrestle Club?
Yep, I believe the potato belt I don't think is on the line. I believe Damian Black told Brad Zayn that he did not want the belts to be present today.
Is that true? Well, you know what? I wouldn't be the least bit surprised by that, because let's face it, Damian Black is half the size of Mr. Hickman. If that belt was on the line, it would definitely be exchanging hands.
Yeah, I believe that story's still developing. Hopefully next episode we find out what is going on.
Hopefully, but we'll see. We already know Project Mayhem has already gotten 2 big V's for the day.
Representing Project Mayhem, your current Potato Bowl champion, weighing in at 165 pounds, the Voodoo Priest, Damian Black!
And as you just heard, coming to the ring, our current Potato Bowl champion, refusing to defend his title, leaving it behind as a discussion that you just heard between G and I just now. Here he is, Damian Black, the Voodoo Priest, kind of coming unhinged ever since the events of Deadlift Lolita, ever since the last event where he took the victory over Bryce Bennett.
Yeah, it seems to be that he just has gone mad, honestly. I mean, he has 2 belts, and he's been saying that it's not enough.
It's not. That is a man who might not just be possessed by gold, but possessed by destruction. If they were to obtain the 3rd title just on him alone, he could be the first man in history to hold all 3 Wrestle Club championships.
You know, I hope that this story unfolds at least for the next episode, because to not come out with the belts is very disrespectful to Wrestle Club. But then again, Project Mayhem doesn't care.
No, they do not. And I'll tell you what though, G, despite the fact that they don't care, they're still men that get in there and get the job done. I will give them credit for that.
As you saw a win earlier by Brad Zane,
stealing it over the triple threat, followed by a win. Actually, that was after a win from Adriel Noctis too.
So can this be 3 wins in one event? We're gonna find out.
3 big V's, I would be beside myself.
Mr. Hickman weighing up on Damian Black here, and this is your main event.
Like I said before, take a look at the size difference between these two. Damian Black may be being wise not defending the title, because we could see a change.
And there you see the power of Mr. Hickman.
Black. No!
Oh, and there you see the strikes of Damian Black.
Oh! That is painful, to say the least.
Oh, that's gonna take out a kneecap.
Easily. That's smart though. Black, not... Ooh.
And just like that, Damian Black has dissected Mr. Hickman.
Doesn't matter the size of a man. If you can take out the legs, like Damian Black just did, you can bring anyone down to the ground just for a proper kick to the face like what Black gave Hickman.
It's all about precision, and Damian Black is right on target.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Holding Hickman there, just feeding him a chop. That might be a bad idea. You're going to wake up the American Machine and make him the American Nightmare.
He's just wailing on Mr. Hickman, and
there it is.
Him up.
That's what I was talking about right there. Oh, big, vicious right hook from basically the biggest man in the business. With
there you see a deadlift and another just push straight to the corner. There you see the power of Mr. Hickman.
Black almost ended up outside the ring. You see that?
Yeah. And we might be going to the skies here, and big suplex.
And as you're seeing it from our brand new Wrestle Club camera, we have picked up a drone that actually can record some aerial shots for us, and that was a perfect transition to that.
I guess you can say we got a view from the heavens.
That's right. God's is smiling down on Mr. Hickman today.
Here we go again. Stalling body slam right there, and Damian Black, I don't blame him. Go outside.
Wisely getting out of the ring.
Get your bearings back together.
Oof. And right there, you saw it though too, folks. When he got slammed down, that whole ring shook. It probably shook the earth itself.
And Wrestle Club is all about reaching that next level, as you saw the drone just helping out the production here.
That's right. Black on the outside, taunting Hickman. He started to come in, but he backed out, thinking that might be a better idea. And you know what?
Oh, he lured him in.
It really was a better idea.
Double springboard. Cross body.
He actually got all of that too. There was not just slight amounts of that. That was all Damian Black coming down on Hickman.
He knocked the wind out of Hickman for sure.
And again, it's important to note the temperature of the day too. We're talking 100-degree temperature. You knock the wind out of a man like that, especially with a kick to the stomach like what Damian Black did, you're making him suck in hot air. That's going to slow a guy down.
Damian, get a haircut!
But Mr. Hickman's showing that raw power right there.
That's the conditioning of the military for you right there, G. You are in extreme temperatures day in and day out. So I'm not surprised in the slightest bit that Hickman has a lot of strength.
Oh, speaking of strength, just one right sends Damian Black down to the mat.
Somebody call Muhammad Ali and tell him he's got a new apprentice in the work.
And here comes that whip off.
Whip followed by,
beautiful power slam.
That was scoop from the start to the finish. Hickman.
And that's a 2 count. That was money.
That was all money.
Speaking of production, you can catch us on Roku as well. Just type in Wrestle Club and you can see matches just like the match that we're seeing here.
Every week we update, and every week Hickman puts a fist to the face of Damian Black.
And there's a chop. Has him in that corner.
We've seen this before. This is not a safe place to be with Hickman. If he's got you cornered, he's gonna...
Oh my gosh. Is he alive?
He folded the man like an accordion. I
don't even think a chiropractor can fix that.
You ever go to a rock concert and watch the guitarist throw the guitar and watch it smash into pieces? That's what we just saw there, folks.
Man, if he wasn't broken prior, he's broken now.
Oh, he's feeling it too. You can see it. Referee checking on him. Damian Black is responsive, but how responsive can a man be? That looked nasty.
I'm surprised he's not coughing up his spinal tap bones there. Man, he just went flying across the ring.
Now I'm gonna point this out here. Hickman is a man of honor and respect. You don't see any disrespect coming from him. Black, on the other hand, oh no!
He just deadlifted him over that top rope and just threw him.
Oh
gosh, Damian Black is having a bad day. Let's just say that.
It's like watching a piranha surround a piece of meat. That's what we're seeing right now, G. Hickman being the piranha, Black being the raw piece of meat.
And he is bleeding. Here we go. Might be that pump handle slam.
It is for sure. Hickman just carrying him, showing his raw strength. He's just toying with the man.
Did he just do a curl, a Damian Black curl, and then drop him?
He did do a Damian Black curl, followed by a front power slam. Wow.
I don't know how Damian Black is still in this matchup. He has been taking a beating.
He has been. You know, I was talking about the honor and respect of Hickman, but right now I think Project Mayhem is getting a bit of disrespect from Hickman, and why can you blame them in the slightest bit?
I don't know how many broken bones Damian Black has, but he's still in this matchup.
Very much so. Oh, he managed to muster up enough to chop him. He's had enough of the abuse.
And there's another chop straight to the throat. It's like a slice.
That was, and you saw it too. It knocked down the tree-like man known as Hickman.
Damian Black is just trying to recover after all those slams and beatings he's been taking.
Whew. Brutal is the word to describe this, my friend. And you folks at home, brutal is what we love to bring to you. You are right now watching, again, history. Oh, history in the making as Damian Black grants Hickman a kiss across the lips with that leg of his.
He's trying to cheat a win, too.
He saw that. He went for that.
Got 3. Damian Black is desperate right now. He was using that bottom rope to get a win because he wants to go home. I don't blame him.
I won't blame him either. You got a man like Hickman folding you like an accordion, trashing you like a guitar. Oh. Hickman firing back. Black, looks like we're having an exchange of blows here between the two.
Oh, there's a backbreaker on Damian Black. And he said, Mr. Hickman says, get off of me.
Wow. Just wow. As I was saying earlier, folks, Wrestle Club fans at home, you're always seeing history in the making. Wrestle Club always bringing you something that would be memorable. And right now, the memories you're having is Hickman turning Damian Black inside and out. You're seeing the pain on that man's face. Whew.
Yeah, quick to note too, if you have not liked us on Facebook, go ahead and do so. Buy some merchandise, support these guys because they put it all on the line as we are seeing it right here. And this could be over. Book of Ezekiel.
That's it. That's gone.
Count it. 1, 2.
Ooh, he managed to kick out, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put that to the fact that Hickman was being arrogant. He didn't pin the shoulders. Had he pinned the shoulders, he would have taken the victory home right there, G.
I don't know what else Mr. Hickman has to do. He might have to use that spine buster to put away Damian Black, but Damian Black is showing some heart even though it's black.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Whip, here we go, spine buster. Oh, no, Black sidestepping it.
Spine buster.
Black rolling through.
Counter. And he flips through.
Looks like he's going for a jackknife position. He's got him. He's got him. Oh, that was a 3 count, G. He got him.
If you saw on that 2 count, he arched his back hold it all the way up to get that other count of 3. And Damian Black, I would say he stole one today.
He did. He stole a big V for Project Mayhem. That makes 3 for the day. Wow. Project Mayhem taking home quite a few victories over Wrestle Club today, and that's got to be disheartening to Hickman to lose when he had complete control of the Blackheart.
Patrick Holloway has to be frustrated today.
I wouldn't blame him the slightest bit.
Because today has been Project Mayhem's day.
That's right.
And IMG signing off.
Wes heading out as well. Love you folks. Good night.